What's going on, people? So, yesterday, December 12th, right? That was 1 year after I hit 1,000 subscribers right here on YouTube. Which, when that happened, it was, and still to this day, it was mind-blowing, right? Because a lot of people, when they start doing this, they just don't really expect to get too far in it. They're just out there just trying to have a good time and see whatever happens. And that's me. It's just that, for whatever reason, people caught on, and people are still catching on. The numbers are still going up, and they are wherever they are right now. So thank you to anybody that was part of that initial 1,000 and anybody that has come along since then. I do appreciate it, but I'm not going to turn this whole thing into that, because it's really not about that, right? And it's also, in case you're wondering, that's not why I'm dressed up all super fancy like this. Got a little sneaker battle thing coming up in an hour or two or something. So it's going to be more of a game show sort of thing. So I figured I should dress somewhat appropriately. And this Me First in the Gimme Gimmes shirt is the closest to that I could get. So there's that for you. But what we are here to talk about today, obviously, if you saw the thumbnails and stuff, is we're going to do a quick little comparison over the University Blue 9s. Got the adult pair over there to the left. And then in this box here, unless Jezzy screwed me over, which I'm sure he did, it's going to be the grade school pair, right? So again, thank you to Jezzy for helping me out with that, because you know how it is, like, things sell out in some places, they don't sell out in other places. So you just got to kind of ask your friends, hopefully you have some that are spread out, and see what they have where they are, and maybe one of them will be able to come through for you. And so he was able to come through for me on these, which actually makes this the second pair of shoes that I've received from Louisiana in the last week. Kind of weird, right? Because that's where Sneaker Politics shipped from. But so it looks like you picked these up from a Hibbett, which I spoke highly of in a past video or 2 or 3. And so there we go. Top of the box. Already things are just a little bit different. Let's set that to the side. As you can see, right, got the glossy style premium treatment. This is more just like your standard cardboard or whatever. Not a problem, you know what I mean? It's cool either way for me. And then of course the stuff on the side for you there. Now, what's this? Yeah, it looks all very much the same. So let's go ahead and get these things open and see what we're looking at, right? Now obviously, since I've already done a full-on review of those, I'm not going to do a full-on review of these. It's more just highlighting the differences, right? So, because these right here, in case you're curious, these will be going to my sister, who just so happened to graduate from college yesterday. Unfortunately, I couldn't be there, which is kind of sucky. But life works the way life works, and there's nothing you can really do. You can complain, but what's that really going to do about the past? Nothing. So, here's the thing. Let's go ahead and look these over real quick, see if everything's looking on the up and up. And I only say that to talk about blemishes and the normal things that I get into when I say that. I'm sure that, because these are from a reputable person who got them from a reputable place, that I have no reason to worry about anything not being real. It's just Jordan brand and quality. I don't know if they're just not on speaking terms or what, but they need some work in that relationship. They truly do. But let's go ahead and get this thing moving along. So honestly, looking up here, looking at everything so far, everything's looking very much the same. But I'm just going to fly through this real quick and see what I notice. And maybe it'll be very little, kind of like that 12s video I did. Remember that one? So starting off the bottom, there you have that. Same stuff you've always seen. Compared to the other pair, very much the exact same. My pair is just a little bit dirty because I did that on foot. And on her pair, where it would have the words and stuff, you don't have anything. You just got some block lines, kind of like a sine wave, not a sine wave, but one of those things. So that's going on up there. Moving around on over to the midsole here. You got your midsoles. Everything's looking very much the same, which is cool, because one of the things that I really like about these, well, that's not the midsole. I'll hold on for that for a second. The midsole, just your standard stuff, right? Got your black, your white, your Jumpman. Moving above that, though, this is the part that I do like, and I'm glad that it's very much the same. That sparkly thing that they have lining the shoe, lining the upper, I really like that about these. Again, I don't know if that's a standard thing for 9s or whatever, but it's on these, and I happen to have these, so that makes them pretty cool in my opinion. Now, moving along past that, as far as the visual goes, the quality of them is pretty solid as well. Feels very much the same as this pair does, so no complaints. And then moving along to the actual white portion itself, this quality-wise, I'd say, wrong pair. I'd say it's about on par, right? Her pair seems to feel just a little bit softer than mine, which is fine, I guess. I prefer my pair feel better, you know, a little selfish in that sort of way, but it is what it is. But overall, neither pair is amazing to me, at least as far as quality goes. But no blemishes on hers, which is good on either pair, so very happy about that. And then moving along past that, moving on to the back, you've got that going on back there, right? Very much the same on both sides. Well, not both sides, but on both shoes, I should say. Got that 23 stitch in with that Jumpman logo. And then, of course, moving on back around, we've got the front of the shoe. So, same as you see on the adult pair, it looks like. With the lacing and all that, you've got that same speed lacing type thing going on, which, while I do have some weird feelings about how it might be if you were trying to like relace your shoes, which doesn't apply to me, so it doesn't matter. I do like the fact that when you pull the laces to tighten them, it goes so much smoother because of those things there. So that's a very nice addition, which I didn't really get into in my review. And then, of course, behind those laces, you've got that tongue thing that I kind of talked about last time. And hers, it has that same feeling of like a used Brillo pad or something. You know, it's just a little rough, you know what I mean? It's fine. It looks nice though, you know what I'm saying? But I'm not a huge fan of the feel of it. And then at the top, of course, you got that Air Jordan there. So again, same thing all around. And then looking onto the inside, once again, you're gonna have the University Blue Jumpman in the middle there on the insole, same as you did on the men's side. And you've got the same feeling tongue on here. The adult pair does feel like it's a little softer, but ultimately it's like the same material and stuff. It's just one of them happens to come off a little bit better, which in this case, that's mine. So there you go. Overall, nothing is really different about these shoes other than that one portion on the bottom. I'll show you. Well, I showed you before, but again, there's a little bit of a mark down there on that shoe, no big deal, but that, and then you see that one. So that is really the difference here, honestly, as far as aesthetics go. And that's on the bottom of the shoe, so it's not even really noticeable. Yep, so much like the 12 review I did, there was nothing really to talk about here, but you don't know until you know, and now I know. So there's that for you. Wait, is there? Yes. Never mind. So there we go. Looks like we're good. So once again, you know, I'll be getting these to my sister when she gets up here. She's now a proud graduate of, what's that? North Carolina A&T. Same thing as McFly. He graduated from there. And also optimistic. But anyways, whenever they come up here for Christmas, I'll give these to her. It's not really a Christmas gift. It's more of like a gift because I saw them and I thought she'd like them. So it's really just a timing thing. And again, thank you to Jezzy for helping me out with getting these. I super appreciate it. And if I can ever repay the favor, he knows that I totally will. So there's that for you. Looks like we're done here. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up so I can get this thing edited eventually and probably put up maybe tomorrow. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But from me to you, have a nice rest of your day or rest of your night, whatever it is, wherever you are. If you watched today's battle, hopefully you enjoy that. If not, it's available. You can watch the replay or, you know, it'll be out there. It'll be out there. All right. Later, people.